Say, feel that bass. We gon' shake up this place. Say, pick up that pace. Yeah, we got no time to waste.
Good morning and welcome into the New England Sports Village and YouTube Live for today's Generals Academy hockey game featuring the Northeast Generals Academy and the visitors, Mount St. Charles. Once again, welcome into YouTube Live and the New England Sports Village for what's really a scrimmage between one of the top teams in the country and one of the better academies in the country. The Generals Academy team competing in the NAPHL under the NAHL ladder of development. The Gens with teams at all three levels, the NA, the NA3, and the PHL. And Mount St. Charles ranked number 3 in the nation coming into today's game. Though the Gens, they've got a winning record and they look to continue their strong play as they make their way to Michigan next week with the Gens Academy and the U16 team as well. So warm-ups are over and we're just about ready to go here at the Village. It's going to be 2 25-minute halves with running time. And the Generals will get going with their top forward line, Aiden Hellier with Liam Hellier and Quinn Hollingsworth. Mount St. Charles, no line charts today, so we'll do our best, but we're underway. The Gens wearing their home white uniforms, white helmets, jerseys, and socks. They're going right to left across your screen on the forecheck. Aiden Hellier wearing 12 for the Gens. Mertz controls in his own end, goes D to D. Now here is New, wearing 9 in red. Mount St. Charles, blue helmets, blue pants with red jerseys and socks. Long shot onto Finn Jacks, the starting netminder today for the Generals. The first half of our Attleboro Sport and Spine Chiropractic goaltending matchup. Jacks, a 6-5-0 record, a .235 goals against average, and a .934 save percentage, the 2004 birth year out of Lakeville, Minnesota. So face-off won by the Generals. There's Brennan Woleski and his line, the second line on the line charts for the Generals. Boyson plays up the far side to Woleski. Now here's not Quinn Hollingsworth, but rather Enzo Giuliani, who's listed as the extra forward today. Glove down by Gavin Hoffman. 2-on-1. Corelli, a shot onto Jacks, gets turned aside. First one there, Owen Fleming. Pushes it to the near side corner. Talarco keeps it in the offensive zone. Here's New, far side. He's just going to take it into the neutral zone as his team executes a line change. The Generals will do the same. So now up the near side, back into the offensive end, shut down by Charlie Robinson. Robinson will make his way up the ice. He finds on the near side, number 56 in white, Frank D'Ancona. Pushed ahead for Schelling, in front, a good opportunity for Deladonna. No, it's turned aside by the netminder in red. Mount St. Charles back the other way, offside, says the official. So with 23 minutes remaining in our first half, we'll get a neutral zone faceoff. It also gives us a chance to talk about our APT player to watch for the Generals. That is Brennan Woleski. Woleski, a 2004 birth year out of Lakeville, Minnesota. Tendered by the NAHL Generals in December. And he'll join the NAHL squad later, but for now he finds himself still with the academy and starting his ladder of development through the NAPHL. Charlie Robinson, near side of the neutral zone. Taken away by a player wearing red. That's number 10. Emerson Miller controls. Miller behind his own net. Looking at his options, goes up the near side. Finds Deladonna. Ahead for Robinson. Taken back. Gens an opportunity in the offensive zone. Frank D'Ancona firing the shot. And it's held on to, and the Gens get their first offensive zone faceoff of the contest. The coaching staff for the Generals, the head coach and midget director, Eric Projan. The assistant coach is Mike Rakes, and the president of hockey operations is Brian Erickson. Though they find themselves with some extra faces on the bench. Dave Andrechuk and Jake LaRusso on the bench for the Gens Academy, alongside Dylan Trelligan, the team's athletic trainer, and the equipment manager in Shane Stone. Mount St. Charles regrouping in their own end. That's 3 in red up the far side. The defenseman throws it up the wall, though it's taken back by a general. That's Brady Erickson. Erickson put it on net. Shot was turned aside. Now it's taken by Drew Weston. Weston makes a move in the far side corner. It gets taken off his stick, but there's Aiden Hellier to help out. And it goes into the neutral zone and down the ice on Pirtle's stick. Pirtle makes a move to the inside. Taken off of him by a Hellier brother. That's Aiden Hellier. Chipped in on net. Played to the near side where Hurdle can control once more. Liam Hellier on the wall. The Hellier brothers, members of the Gens Academy, also rostered on the NA3 Gens. While a 2-on-1, Murphy back door looking for his teammate. The two couldn't connect. They made their NA3HL debuts earlier this year against Bay State, who actually one of the Hellier brothers were tendered by. And they look to make their way up the ladder of development here in Attleboro. New with a step alone. New across the crease, he scores. So Mount St. Charles takes a 1-0 lead. Let's take a look at it on the replay. They made their way up the ice, and New just had a step on net and moved left to right across Jack's screen and picked the far side corner, making it 1-0 Mount. Giuliani chips and chases. Woleski doing the chasing. Pushed into the near side corner. Giuliani with Woleski and Brady Erickson. Emerson Miller on the blue line with Charlie Robinson. Giuliani, far side of his own zone to Woleski. Pinned against the wall. Robinson comes in to help out. Now Woleski pushed to the blue line. Walking is 3. He's pressured by Giuliani and forced to push it back below the goal line. So here's Miller, Emerson Miller, out of Ontario. Takes it through the neutral zone. Miller on his backhand, pushed in front. Good opportunity. Gets swallowed up and held on to by the netminder. $18:50 remaining in this first half. Shake It Off by Taylor Swift comes on the speakers here at the Village. I was talking pregame with some Academy players for the U16 team who can work the game, and Ryan Hughes, I asked him if he could do the music, and he goes, as long as there's Taylor Swift on the playlist, I'm playing. Big T Swift fan Ryan Hughes, who joined the Gens Academy mid-season. They've got a game on Friday night here at the Village. Saturday they're on the road, and then Sunday both teams are back in action here at the Village. They'll be on the secondary rink. Both games will be on YouTube Live. Pushed down the wall. Robinson, a shot that's redirected in front. Frank D'Ancona was there, and it's held on to by the netminder once more. So the Gens are actually leading the shot department 5-3, though Mount St. Charles striking first. It was New, the player wearing 9 in red, who had a step behind the defense and worked his way onto Jax all alone. Mount St. Charles will make their way up the ice out of their zone. Here comes Bruce near side on his backhand, pushed off possession by the big defenseman wearing 15, that's Garrett Greenwood. Now Boslin regroups near side of the neutral zone, pushed ahead. Carjosello will just send it in. Mount setting up in their offensive systems, though it's taken back by the player wearing 48 in white. And that's Andrew Deladonna, pushed up to the blue line, now back below the goal line. Greenwood pressuring a Mount player, pushed up to the blue line, long shot onto Jax, gets turned aside. The rebound picked right back up by the player wearing 18 in red, that's Montgomery. Montgomery reverses it up to Boslin, taken back by the Generals. Offsides was D'Ancona. So that brings up a line change for head coach Eric Projan and the Generals. Wyatt Magruder with A.J. Perillo and Nicholas Constantine, Owen Fleming, and Gavin Hoffman, the defenseman. Pirtle in his own zone, pressured by Constantine. Up the far side comes Mount St. Charles. They make their way into the offensive end once more. Around Hoffman, thrown in front, Jacks, a big save. Rebound is loose, and another save made by the Generals netminder. There's Constantine, left off for Hoffman, though. Getting in the way of it was the defenseman in red. That's Gangle. Gangle looking back door. Good play by Owen Fleming, dropping to a knee and shutting it down. Now it goes to the far side corner. Mount setting up to the near side. Gangle a shot. Another big save made by the Generals netminder and Jacks. Mount still controlling the offensive end. They've tied up the shot battle 5-5. Up to the blue line, walking 27. Shot from the middle of the slot, turned aside by Jacks. So here's Magruder, pushed ahead for Constantine. Up to Perillo. The Gens, a much-needed line change as Perillo absorbs body contact, now gets off for a change. Gutworth, who's tendered by the Generals. I believe Gutworth is tendered by the Generals. There is a Gutworth that is, although that might be a BK Selects kid. Here comes Emerson Miller. Miller walking across the blue line, chips it off the glass and chases Boslin there. Pressured by Miller, the defenseman hard on the forecheck, while Quinn Hollingsworth joins the effort. Hollingsworth watches as New, the goal scorer for Mount, holds possession on the near side of his own zone. Good forecheck by the Generals. That's Hollingsworth with the Hellier brothers. Aiden taking a shot from a tough angle, gets blockered aside, while New finds it back on the near side of the Mount zone. Here's Liam Hellier down to Hollingsworth in front for Aiden. But the pass goes awry. Mount comes back with it, and it gets chipped down to the Generals' end of the ice. Emerson Miller, near side for Liam Hellier. Hellier gains the red line, sends a cross-ice dump. No icing, says the official. While Aiden Hellier gives chase on the forecheck, the two number 12s come together. The one wearing red comes away with possession. Nice move by Gangle. Reverses it back to his defensive partner. Mount makes their way up the ice. New will get going on the downhill skating up the ice. New into the offensive end, far side, makes a move to the outside. Around Weston, back behind the net to the near side corner. New still with it now at the blue line. Throws it across to Gangle. Gangle, long shot. Rebound loose, they score. What a goal scored by Mount St. Charles to take a 2-1 lead. 2-0 lead over the Generals. Let's take a look at it on our replay. Our behind the net cam, usually sponsored by University Orthopedics. You saw the puck movement and the puck that got batted out of midair by the goal scorer. That was Mertz, the defenseman, all the way down in front of Finn Jacks. And Mount takes a 2-0 lead with 13:20 remaining in this first half. Mertz played back to Gangle, his defensive partner. Up the ice, Gangle into the offensive end. Makes a move to the inside around Weston. Still has possession and is thrown across the front of the net. Taken back by a General. Woleski up to Giuliani. Enzo Giuliani pushed the outside by Mertz. Mertz up to a teammate, taken back once more. Here's Ryan Boyson. Mertz once more. The near side, Montgomery. Montgomery looking for Mertz, but it goes to the far side corner for Bruce. Bruce played to the slot. Picked back up by the Generals. That was Frank D'Ancona. D'Ancona taken away by Mertz. Sent back into the Generals' end of the ice. Jacks out of his crease to play it. Montgomery coming to the near side, pressuring Gavin Hoffman. Hoffman goes down. Puck goes to Mount and is taken back by the General wearing 48. That's Andrew Deladonna. Now to Larco. Taken back, Ryan Schelling to Deladonna with speed. Andrew Deladonna on his forehand, wrapping around, looking for Schelling, but he couldn't connect. It went off the back end of the netminder and out of their defensive zone coming Mount. Owen Fleming chases to the near side corner. Deladonna drops down, wraps it back around to the far side, though it's kept in by the defenseman wearing 3 in red. Pushed down below the goal line. Robinson there to help out. Now on the far side was Ryan Schelling, pushed for D'Ancona. Frank D'Ancona near side with speed. Throws a shot on net. That's blockered away. Puck goes to the far side corner. D'Ancona still there. Hard on the forecheck. Now he'll get off the ice for a line change. Schelling stays on. He's got Emerson Miller and Charlie Robinson on the back end. Miller takes the puck away, finds Schelling. Now Brady Erickson. Erickson chips and chases. Boslin wins the race, though the two go crashing into the boards. Strong puck support by Robinson, picks back up possession. Robinson below the goal line. Pushed in front. Perillo a try. Blocker's save made. Rebound still loose, and Mertz comes away with it. Mertz, who scored the second goal of the game for Mount, gets it down the ice and gets off for a change. Emerson Miller takes it up the far side of the general zone. Makes a move to the outside. Now in the middle of the ice. Still with it. Trying to work through 4 Mount players, but it goes to the team wearing red. Now they'll get it quick up the ice. 3-on-1 for Mount St. Charles. But the Gens get back. Mount into the offensive end. Taken back by Northeast. Now to Larco. Larco played across to the far side. Constantine can't take the turnover away. Up the wall, player number 15. Given back to a teammate, that's New. New pressured hard by defenseman wearing 58, Charlie Robinson. Pushed to the slot where Emerson Miller pushes it to the outside. Constantine tried getting it deep for a change. Wasn't able to. Now here comes Talarco again. With space, Talarco a shot. Gets blocked by Robinson. Up to the neutral zone it goes. New, near side of the Gens' blue line. Throws it down low, 19. The two crisscross up to the blue line. That's Murphy. Murphy holds. Back door he was looking. It goes off of a body. And back up to the blue line where it's controlled by the player wearing 3. Pressured by Quinn Hollingsworth. 3, forced back to his own zone on the regroup. Here's New. New up the middle of the ice. Finds Boslin near side. A cross-ice dump to the far side corner for Garrett Greenwood to play. He goes the near side for Drew Weston. Weston up to Liam Hellier. Hellier to his brother Aiden. Aiden will pick and chip around Boslin. Refines it to Liam. They score! What a play by the Generals forward line with 2 Hellier brothers. And it's a 2-1 game. Let's take a look at it on the behind the net cam. And the Helliers, their way up the ice. Aiden Hellier pick and chipped around Boslin. Played it and went back to that near side for his brother Liam, who beat the netminder Butkus, and the Gens find the back of the net the first time today. It's 2-1 Mount St. Charles. So now Mertz plays across to his defensive partner up the far side. Mount makes their way up the ice, 2-on-1. Hoffman, the only defenseman, back in front. Good save made by Jax to turn it aside. Eight minutes remaining in this first half. Mount up the ice, near side. Montgomery thrown in front. He was looking for Carcillo, though they couldn't connect. Now the other way coming Enzo Giuliani. For Fleming, pushed back into the General's end. And offsides called against Mount St. Charles. 7:42 remaining in this first half. Shots 9-8 in favor of Northeast now. Ryan Boyson off the neutral zone draw finds Hoffman. Pushed up this near side. Talarco couldn't keep it in the zone, but forces the Generals back into their own end where Owen Fleming regroups. Up to Boyson. No icing, says the official. Back for it, the player wearing 3. He's pressured by Woleski. And then Woleski, tendered by the Generals this year, along with Ryan Sachs, who's out of the lineup for Northeast with an upper body injury. Now to Larco, back door, looking for Pirtle. Pirtle now finds it in the middle of the slot. Spinning pass to Talarco. Back up to Pirtle. He walks down the near side wall. Down into the corner. Nice move around D'Ancona. Back up to Talarco. Pirtle once more. Crisscrosses Gutworth now. Middle of the slot, goes to the far side for three. Back down low, shot on net by Pirtle, turned aside by Jax. Pirtle once more. Moves down below the goal line. Jax standing tall once more. And now it's Gutworth. Gutworth makes a move to the slot. Thrown far side to three. Three a shot, sticked away by Jax. Now Emerson Miller. Miller looking to get his way out of his defensive zone. On the ice with Owen Fleming, Woleski, Boyson, and D'Ancona. The Gens in the midst of a line change. Woleski pressures the puck to the outside. Three controls. Gets away from the Generals forward. Goes down to Gutworth. Kept in by three. Played in front. Miller chips it up. Gutworth can't keep it. And now Mount has to regroup. The Gens change up their lines. Three. Pressured by a General. That was Deladonna. Given away. Here's Schelling, a shot into the glove and held on to by Butkus. Let's take a look at it on the behind the net cam. Bad turnover by Mount St. Charles. Ryan Schelling tried choosing the glove side but was unable to pick the corner. Nice save by Butkus. Down to 5:10 now remaining in this first half. Again, two 25-minute halves. Mount holding a 2-1 lead. It was a 2-0 lead, but Liam Hellier finding the back of the net. His 15th goal this season, 31 points in 38 games played. The Louisbury, Pennsylvania native. The assist going to his brother Aiden. Now here's New. New cuts to the outside. Back door, pushed in front. Jax couldn't find it. He got kicked away by his defenseman. And now the other way coming northeast. With it, Deladonna makes a move to the outside. Deladonna in the corner. Backhands it around to Schelling. Ryan Schelling. That's him on the near side up to the blue line. He was looking for Weston, but the puck goes all the way down. Deladonna with Schelling and A.J. Perillo. Robinson up the ice. Makes his way into the offensive end. Robinson near side looking for Schelling. Ryan Schelling causes a turnover, throws a shot on net, and it's patted away by Butkus. Another good opportunity for Ryan Schelling, wearing number 50 today for the Generals, but Butkus getting his pad out in time. Turns it aside and keeps it out of the net. That brings in Wyatt Magruder for the face-off. He wins it back to Perillo. A bouncing puck gets held onto. Shots 12-11 in favor of Mount St. Charles. Magruder with Perillo. And Constantine. Magruder off the draw. Loses possession. Montgomery goes up the far side. Carcello into the offensive end. Got around one, but couldn't get around Greenwood. Carcello pressured by Magruder in the corner. Puck played up to Tallarico. A long shot. Goes wide. Angle comes in, keeps it in the offensive end, given away to Perillo. A.J. Perillo makes his way up the ice. Great defensive play by the defenseman, while Perillo refound it and threw a shot wide of the net. So here's Aiden Hellier back on the ice with his brother Liam. The two Jets that connected for their lone goal of the game so far. They come on with Quinn Hollingsworth, a line that's been very successful for head coach Eric Projan and the Generals 18U team this year. Liam Hellier, near side, pushed off the glass. Giving chase is Hollingsworth, but on it is the Mount defenseman, number 3, now on the far side. Makes his way up the ice, trying to get around Hoffman. He does. Cuts behind the net, up the near side wall. Montgomery controls. Montgomery pressured by Liam Hellier. 3 comes in, sends it back down low. Gavin Hoffman finds it in the far side corner. Chips off the glass to Hollingsworth. Now Aiden Hellier. With a player draped all over him, he sends it on net. Butkus plays it behind the net. Now Liam Hellier playing the body on the forecheck, finds possession. He's on Boslin behind the net. Thrown in front, Aiden Hellier couldn't control. Now here's Owen Fleming. A shot gets blocked by Demi Coley. And just over a minute remaining in this first half. The Gens a chance to tie the game before our intermission. Shots 12-11 in favor of Mount St. Charles. Brings on Enzo Giuliani with Brennan Woleski. Woleski off the face-off. His shot gets blocked off of DeMcCauley again. So we'll do it again from the same spot. Now less than 50 seconds remaining. Boyson the other forward with Fleming and Hoffman on the blue line. Giuliani wins the face-off again, though it's taken back by Mount St. Charles. Here's Woleski in the slot, thrown in front. Boyson at the side of the net, trying to find it. 30 seconds showing on the clock. And Coley up the far side has Woleski all over him, a chip and chase. Hoffman the first one there. Reverses it to Owen Fleming. Off the glass to Woleski. Brennan Woleski taken back by a Mountain player. Now here's Giuliani with an A on his chest. Giuliani to Boyson. 8 seconds remaining. Boyson pushes down below the goal line. Taken back by Mount St. Charles with 2 seconds and 1. And as the buzzer goes, we will go to our first intermission, the only intermission. We take a look back at the Generals' lone goal of the period. The Hellier brothers connecting in the offensive end. Here's Aiden making his way up the ice. A chip and chase. Pushes it back to the way he was coming from. Butkus had no idea, and the Gens found the back of the net. 25 minutes on the clock. When we come back, it's the second half between the Generals and Mount St. Charles here on YouTube Live. Welcome back into YouTube Live in the New England Sports Village. Ezra Janello along with you for some matinee hockey. Mid-Wednesday matchup between the Northeast Generals 18U team and the Mount St. Charles 18U team. The Gens this weekend have games on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday away at the Boston Hockey Academy, I believe. Sunday they will take on BHA here at the Village. We'll have the game on YouTube Live. That game's at 1:30 p.m. Right before that, the Gens 16U team closes out their weekend series with BHA. That puck drop is scheduled for 11:30. Both those games on the secondary rink here at the Village. You can find the action on YouTube Live right here on Sunday afternoon. Charlie Robinson off the face-off, makes his way up the ice. Given away to New. Back the other way coming Mount St. Charles. Both teams going the same direction they were. No ice cut between the two. This ice session normally at 10 a.m. is the 18U practice. And for the first time today, A team will go on the man advantage. Ryan Schelling, guilty of a tripping penalty. And he'll make his way into the penalty box with 23:53 remaining in this second half. So Mount St. Charles on the man advantage. Brendan Woleski, 2-on-2. Finds D'Ancona, a shot falling down. Gets turned aside. Let's take a look at it on our replay. Frank D'Ancona getting a pass from Woleski. He blew his tire as he took the shot. But a good save made by Butkus in the crease for Mount St. Charles. A minute and a half, make it a minute 25 remaining on the tripping penalty to Ryan Schelling. On the ice for the Generals, Frank D'Ancona with Brendan Woleski, Emerson Miller, and Charlie Robinson. Mount back in the offensive end, and once more taken back by D'Ancona. He chips and gets it down the ice. He'll get off for a change. The Hellier brothers come on. Here comes Mertz back into the offensive end. Mertz dropped off for Bruce. Far side it goes. Held onto by the player wearing 18. Now walking is Boslin. Back to the far side, Montgomery. Montgomery to the near side for Mertz. It goes off his skate. He has to recollect it now at the blue line. Mertz given away to a Hellier brother. Liam was on the pressure. Aiden caused the turnover. Now Boslin regains it in the neutral zone. Taken back by Robinson. Charlie Robinson with speed up the ice. 20 seconds remaining on the Mount St. Charles power play. Robinson curls back. Taking his time, goes across the ice. Here's Drew Weston. Weston can't keep possession. There was Gutworth. Now Liam Hellier finds it in the neutral zone and pushes it ahead. But it goes back to the defensive zone. Taken back by Mount St. Charles. Weston pushes it to the outside as Schelling is released from the box. Pirtle in the slot, a shot off the crossbar and into the netting. And we'll take a look at it on our replay. Good opportunity for Pirtle. He had plenty of space and it didn't go off the crossbar. Finn Jacks got a piece of it with the blocker. Another save for the Lakeview, Minnesota native. Another mid-season addition for the Generals Academy. There's a couple of them on the roster. And has really been a shot of life into a good Generals team. He makes another save. Gutworth pulling the trigger. So 20 minutes, just over 20:53 remaining in this second half. Mount taking a 14-12 lead in the shots, make it now 15-12. Another puck held on to by Jacks. Mount winning 2-1 right now. Liam Hellier finding the back of the net. His 15th goal of the year, 31st point. Aiden Hellier, his brother, tied in points. They both have, or tied in games played rather, at 38, now 39. Though Aiden now has 28 points with 19 assists. A shot onto Jacks, his blocker to side once more. Wyatt Magruder drops down below the goal line for a possession. Played up the far side wall. Gutworth controls, absorbs body contact. Tallarico the near side. Shot on net gets held on to once more by Finn Jacks. So that brings on Murphy with Prosma for the faceoff. One back by Giuliani. Murphy given away in the neutral zone of the Generals' end of the ice. Here's Ryan Boyson in the neutral zone, has 3 Mount St. Charles players near him. Giuliani comes away with it. Enzo Giuliani pressured from behind by Boslin. Now Mount and Prosma make their way into the offensive end. Offsides was Murphy. And so we'll get a neutral zone face-off with 19 minutes remaining in this second half. You know, I got to tell you, Ryan Hughes, he's now really pissing me off. He asked to play Taylor Swift, said, yeah, there's Taylor Swift. There's one Taylor Swift song. He's now played it 3 times. Very, very not okay when it comes to game entertainment, in-arena entertainment. The Gens with an opportunity at the side of the net, gets turned aside. Take a look at it on the replay. Gens Academy does a good job of not just being an academy for the kids and doing online learning with Apex Learning, a partner of the NAPHL, but they also get to learn, you know, obviously how to play hockey, but I got to teach them how to run a game day event, play the right music at the right moments. Shake It Off is a song that gets played when you get scored on, right? You got to play the goal horn, not just a random AC/DC song you find when your team scores. But Ryan Hughes will learn. He's young. He's back in action again this Friday at home. That game will be on YouTube Live Friday night. Though I won't be here. I'll be on the road for a 7 p.m. puck drop in Philly. More so Sewell, New Jersey, as the Gens NAHL team takes on the Philadelphia Rebels for the 3rd time this season. Gens are 2-0 against the Rebels when they went down to Philly in the midst of their 8-game win streak. Puck pushed to the near side corner, up top to Mertz at the blue line. Across the way, Gangle controls, trying to get away from a general wearing 26. That's Quinn Hollingsworth. Gangle back down low to Mertz. In the slot, Prosma, a shot held on to in the midsection by Finn Jacks. So the Gens go to the box once more. This time Owen Fleming. 2 minutes for roughing, with 17:15 remaining in this second half. So the Gens penalty kill 1 for 1 today, though Mount, obviously one of the best 18U teams in the nation, ranked number 3 by My Hockey Rankings coming into today's game. Don't want to give them too many opportunities on the man advantage. Montgomery, near side, Carosello moves to the slot, pressured by Hollingsworth. Now Aiden Helliard chips it out. He could have a step. The 212s racing for possession. And Gangle looked like he was shot out of a cannon, winning the race back in his own end. He'll set up his controlled breakout on the power play. Montgomery into the offensive zone. Cuts towards the slot, looking for Bruce, now in the corner. Bruce to Montgomery, taken back by Miller. Now back to Montgomery. In front is Mertz. Nice move, nice save made by Jacks. The puck, though, finds the back of the net. Nothing coming of it. It's the Gens get out of danger. A little bit of extra activity after the whistle. Let's take a look, though, on our replay at the opportunity for Mount St. Charles. I apologize, by the way. Usually I can go up and wipe off the glass behind the net and all the puck marks. Not today. Great save made by Jack, staying with it. The puck found the back of the net. Obviously, there was some extra time awarded to them, or extra opportunity awarded to Mount St. Charles, with Jacks being taken out of his crease, and they'll award him the goal. So a power play goal for Mount St. Charles. And the Gens control off the faceoff. Robinson to the near side for Miller. Emerson Miller looking back for Charlie Robinson. Now here's Ryan Schelling. Schelling through the slot. Makes his way up the ice. Left off for Deladonna. Andrew Deladonna. Taken back by Ryan Schelling. Gutworth pressuring the Generals forward wearing 50. Pushed back below the goal line. Charlie Robinson now, far side half wall. Taken by Frank D'Ancona. Up top, to Schelling, near side for Miller. Emerson Miller, a shot gets blocked down by Talarco. Taken back by Schelling, played to the slot, Deladonna. Now Robinson a try. His shot gets blocked, and Miller has to retrieve back in the neutral zone. Emerson Miller up the near side, taken off his stick by Gutworth. Regained by Deladonna. Push to the far side here, Schelling 2-on-1. Schelling to Deladonna in front, but it's held on to by the netminder Butkus. Another good opportunity for the Generals, getting behind the Mount St. Charles defense. We'll take a look at it on the replay. A 2-on-1. But Deladonna unable to control the pass from Schelling. And the faceoff will stay inside the Mount St. Charles zone. Shot from the outside from A.J. Perillo. Back on the ice with Wyatt Magruder and Brady Erickson. They've got Garrett Greenwood and Drew Weston as their defensemen. Magruder takes the faceoff once more. This time won back by Mount St. Charles, cleared down the ice. Not enough for an icing though. Garrett Greenwood back. Goes into the wall with a Mount St. Charles player. The arm of the official goes up. And the Gens will go on the power play for the first time today. So 14:05 remaining in the second half. That's Murphy, guilty of a 2-minute minor for holding on Garrett Greenwood. And so the power play comes on the ice. It's the Hellier brothers, Aiden and Liam, with Quinn Hollingsworth, Brendan Woleski, and Owen Fleming. We'll see which of the four forwards lines up as a defenseman. It'll be Aiden Hellier. Woleski will line up on the inside. Liam Hellier will take the faceoff. One back by Liam Hellier, taken back by New, though. Good positioning by the wingerman to wait for possession off the faceoff. Now New will chip it high in the air off the ceiling, and the faceoff stays inside the Mount St. Charles zone. It's Boslin with Mertz, New, and Cardilli for Mount St. Charles on the penalty kill. Face-off one back by Liam Hellier. Owen Fleming controls. Fleming across the way to Woleski. Woleski walking down the wall, looking for Liam Hellier. The two can't connect. Boslin got in the way of it. Now Mertz makes his way out of the zone, taken back by Fleming. Mertz finds himself make that New with a step to Boslin. Boslin near side, walks back up the wall, pushes it down low for New. It goes to the corner where Quinn Hollingsworth plays it to Owen Fleming. Fleming up the near side to Liam Hellier. Liam Hellier gets over the red line, chips up for Hollingsworth. Quinn Hollingsworth down the near side wall. Has Ryan Schelling with him, now goes up to Aiden Hellier. Hellier back down to Hollingsworth, goes to the far side. Emerson Miller dropping down, pushes it up the wall. 2-on-0 for Mount St. Charles. New on the near side, a shot thrown onto Jax, gets turned aside. Now here's Schelling into the offensive zone, finds Miller. Miller, a toe drag, holds possession, goes back down below the goal line. First one there, Frank D'Ancona. D'Ancona looking for Schelling. 13 seconds remaining on the Gens power play. Here's Schelling in the corner, makes a move, goes up top to Deladonna. Now up top to Robinson. Robinson a long shot into the glove and held on to by Butkus, and that's pretty much going to do it for the Generals power play. We'll take a look at the shot from Robinson at the top of the blue line. And that's Calabre, the new netminder this half for Mount St. Charles. Though the Gens, they stuck with Finn Jax, who played very well in that first half. Rebound is loose in front, therefore Deladonna. The puck comes out, but the whistle comes from the official who couldn't see it. So we'll take a look at it. Off the face-off, a long shot through traffic. Calabre got a piece of it, and his defenseman there wearing 6, and Prosma was able to clear it away. and out of danger. The official lost sight of the puck, blew the whistle. Now Mount St. Charles controls off the ensuing faceoff. Prosma up to Montgomery, taken back by Fleming, given to Gavin Hoffman. Now Deladonna ahead, finds D'Ancona. Frank D'Ancona cuts towards the inside. There was a Mount player. Now Deladonna again for Fleming. He couldn't pull the trigger. It goes to the far side corner. Ryan Fleming up to Hoffman. Gavin Hoffman pushes back to the corner for D'Ancona. Push back up top towards Hoffman. The whistle blows as the net comes off, and the faceoff should stay inside the Mount St. Charles zone with 10.5 minutes remaining in this second half. Mount leading 3-1 over the Generals on the scoreboard, 20-16 over the Gens in the shot department. So the faceoff comes outside of the Mount St. Charles zone for Enzo Giuliani to lean in for the draw. He's got Woleski and Ryan Boyson with him. Hoffman and Weston, the defenseman. Near side, Boslin. Boslin hinges it back to his defensive partner wearing 3. Here comes Gutworth. Gutworth, far side, pushed on to Jax, pushed back into the corner. Gutworth refines it, pressured by Weston. He goes down. Weston can't get it past the player wearing 21 in red. He has to try again. Now Oleski looking for Giuliani. Puck makes its way into the neutral zone. Back in is Pirtle. With plenty of space, Pirtle near side. Back up the wall for Boslin. Pushed down into the corner, back for Pirtle. Now Gutworth. Far side corner, up top to the blue line. Now Gutworth controls. To the near side, Boslin. Up top to Gutworth. The captain of this Mount St. Charles team throws a shot on net that gets blocked by the Generals defenseman wearing 15. That's Garrett Greenwood. He gets off for a line change. Boslin comes up the near side for Pirtle. Pirtle ahead for a teammate in the far side corner. Charlie Robinson pitching off the Mount St. Charles player. Now Wyatt Magruder interacting with a Mount player while the puck stays on the wall. It's picked back up by Robinson, taken down to the ice. The Gens will go back on the power play, but first, Magruder forcing his way up the ice. On sides, a shot on net high in the air. Gets gloved down. Take a look at it on the replay. Wyatt Magruder making his way up the ice. There you saw Robinson go down. Magruder forcing his way through the neutral zone. Had Emerson Miller with him, but chose to shoot upstairs. And Calabre gets to hold on for the whistle. So Gens win the face-off, control of it. Brendan Woleski to Liam Hellier. They've got Hollingsworth, Aiden Hellier, and Owen Fleming. Hollingsworth back down to Woleski. To the near side corner it comes. Woleski controlling. Finds Liam Hellier behind the net. New comes in. Now he's pressured by Hollingsworth, and the puck gets cleared to the neutral zone. Taken by Murphy. On to Aiden Hellier. The two go to the near side corner. Aiden Hellier comes away with it. Pushed up to Quinn Hollingsworth. Make that Woleski. Brendan Woleski through the neutral zone. Puts the brakes on. Looking for Hollingsworth. Taken away by Mount. 2-on-0. Murphy poked off his stick. Great play by Owen Fleming getting back. Now he'll make his way up the ice to Liam Hellier. Hellier alone in the offensive zone. Nice move around the defenseman. Finds Ryan Schelling now. Schelling pressured off. Aiden Hellier pushes it back down low. There was Deladonna, but it goes down the other way. Murphy, 2-on-1 to the near side. New a shot goes off the glass. Finn might have gotten a piece of it. Now here comes Ryan Schelling. Pushed to the outside. Up top, Charlie Robinson. Thrown on net. Redirected, but a great save made by the netminder in red. Puck played to the neutral zone. 25 seconds remaining in the Gens power play. 6:45 in regulation. Here's Deladonna. His stick gets caught in the Zamboni door. He goes back to the bench. while the puck is controlled by Mount St. Charles. Up the near side to Larco. Holds. Back door. They score. So a quick up the ice for a shorthanded goal for Mount St. Charles. We'll take a look at it on the replay. You saw Deladonna come to get a new stick, and he forced that near side. What he didn't see was Talarco on that far side. There's the 2-on-1. He just had to find his teammate in front, and Prosma finds the back of the net on the 2-on-1, making it 4-1 in favor of Mount St. Charles. The Gens win the ensuing faceoff. That was Giuliani who took it. Now Drew Weston makes his way to the offensive end. Around Boslin, the two go into the corner. Bruce comes in to help out, so does Boyson, one for each team. Puck gets played to the neutral zone. Giuliani curling away from danger. Though there is Carcillo, taken back by Giuliani. Enzo Giuliani in the offensive end, push to the near side for Ryan Boyson. Boyson goes down. Puck goes to the neutral zone. It's gloved down by Greenwood. Greenwood taking it back over the blue line. Will give chase hard on the forecheck, pressuring Mertz. To the near side, Montgomery controls, taken back by Woleski. In front is Greenwood. What a save made. Good opportunity for the Generals. Garrett Greenwood, the tall defenseman, found himself in front. And great on Woleski to find his teammate there. Woleski will leave your screen, but there's Greenwood. And a great redirection, that Calabre, staying square to the puck and moving across his crease, kept out of the net. So that means 4.5 minutes remaining in regulation. Puck played up to Owen Fleming off the faceoff. Wyatt Magruder won it back. Mount sends it off the wall. 2-on-1. Montgomery near side, holds, fires. Save made by Jax. Now here comes Magruder up the ice. Wyatt Magruder leaves it on the wall. Taken back by Mount St. Charles. Gangle plays it deep. Bruce controls. Up to Montgomery. Montgomery a move in front. And it's turned aside. Puck comes to the near side corner, where it's pushed back down low towards Montgomery. Now Owen Fleming to the far side for Nick Constantine. Constantine and Magruder come together. Those taken back by Mount St. Charles. Bruce in the slot. Now Gangle to the near side. Talarco. Talarco will make his way up the ice into the offensive end. With speed on Jax. Wraps around, though he's forced to the outside by Gavin Hoffman. Now up to the blue line. Gangle to Montgomery, near side. Montgomery can't keep possession. Bruce comes in, plays it to a teammate in the corner. 3:20 remaining in regulation. Shot goes wide of the net while Aiden Hellier plays it up the wall. To Constantine, given away to his numbersake in 16. Now Montgomery in front. Really good opportunity for Mount, but they couldn't capitalize on it. Now the puck comes out into the neutral zone. And offsides, says the official. Let's take a look on our replay at that latest opportunity for Mount St. Charles in front of Finn Jax. Great shot that goes wide. You'll see the Gens failed clearing opportunity. And then look at this backdoor passing that Mount just couldn't capitalize on. And the Gens get away unscathed. 2.5 minutes remaining in regulation. Mount leading 4-1. Prosma, the latest goal scorer for Mount St. Charles, makes his way into the offensive end. He's pressuring Quinn Hollingsworth. Puck goes to the near side corner. Taken back by Emerson Miller. Miller to the outside on his backhand. Curls below the goal line. Now Emerson Miller holds possession, pressured by two Mount St. Charles players. Hollingsworth comes in to help out, though the puck goes the other way. Here's Boslin. Boslin to Prosma. A shot, save made, rebound loose. Another great save made by Jax. Back to their way. Aiden Hellier sends it in for Liam Hellier. Hollingsworth controls now. Quinn Hollingsworth to Liam Hellier. Puck played up top. Charlie Robinson now on the half wall. Down below the goal line, curls in the far side corner. Robinson makes a move towards the middle of the net. Liam Heller plays to his brother Aiden. A shot on net is held on to. 1:17 remaining in regulation. We have to go back to the save made by Finn Jacks on the odd man rush for Mount St. Charles. And it's really the rebound by Jacks that he turns aside that gets the attention of the teams. Puck goes all the way down the ice, 2-on-1 for Mount St. Charles again. Emerson Miller gets his stick in there, chips the puck out of play. And now a defensive zone face-off with about 40 seconds remaining in this second half. Face-off won back by D'Ancona. Robinson can't clear the zone, make that Drew Weston. 26 seconds remaining in this second half. Angle leaves off for a teammate, now Cardilli. Cardilli, a shot into the glove of Jacks, and he holds on now with 12 seconds showing on the clock. So enough time pretty much just to drop the puck. Puck drop, thrown back in front. Jacks is there, buzzer goes, and that does it. So through two 25-minute running halves, Mount St. Charles picks up the scrimmage win, 4-1 over the 18U Generals Academy team. Thanks so much for tuning in on YouTube Live. Be sure to tune in Friday night, Gens U16, and Sunday afternoon, late morning, early afternoon, as the Gens Academy will take on the Boston Hockey Academy right here at the Village, live on YouTube Live. So until then, enjoy the rest of your week.